come to fight. We came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks, we gotta ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew tie till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die up on the block with a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in a cold night when it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight and I hold the lights. Get up, hold the guys, but real homies never turn their back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my
on the road and hungry for a win against the Eastern Conference rival, the Miami. Heat are ready for this thing to get started. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Dang in the small forward spot.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Here's Irving, and it's sent back by Bosch. And it's Wade with the jam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Bosch passes to Wade. Top of the key, Dragic. Dang for three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
Thompson with it. Back to James. 5 to shoot. To stop the run. Another block. And it's Dragic off the drive. Kicks to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Whiteside dishes to Bosh. To the middle. That's good from Wade on the assist by Bosh. Wade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that. I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title. And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And of course Dragic was traded to Miami last season, said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Irving attacking. James wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Stolen by Thompson.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
So it's Miami now, following the score by Cleveland. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Out to Wade. Back to Whiteside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
And Miami making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Clock at 4. Green, the pass to Stoudemire. And it's Green missing.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Richardson kicks to Winslow. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Heat. They lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Now the second quarter getting ready to start. Up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Stoudemire out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Dragic in the point guard position.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Miami leading by 8.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Smith dishes to Love. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Outside Dragic. The pass to Wade. Down low. From the line. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while. Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And here we go. Dang heading to the hoop. Wade passes to Dragic. Dang for 3. Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. And the shot is good. Fry's got his second basket.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
There's the dish to Bosh. Shoots from 12. And right Of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. And Miami with a change here too. Whiteside's checked in. Outside Bosh. From deep three-point range. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And Smith with the stuff.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Back to Irving. Soft touch off the glass. We're getting back to Chris Bosh. It's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
It's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. He's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq. Robinson did it for Tim Duncan. And that's really what great players do.
At the line for 2.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Johnson dishes to Whiteside. Back to Johnson. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shot clock at 2. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before? Talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bears that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Passes to Winslow. Takes the 3. And he gets it to go. Winslow's got 5 now. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from LeBron.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And guys, I tell you, big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Here's Richardson. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Stoudemire's checked in for the Heat. To the paint. Knocks it loose. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. A nice shot by Irving.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And here's Richardson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. We're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And the approach in that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 19 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Wade. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3, or just taking it to the rack himself.
Pass to Bosh. Bangs home the trifecta. Bosh has got 11.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Love, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Right side, Dang. To the middle. Here's Bosh. Double team on Bosh. And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Cavaliers leading.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, the scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by Dang. James against Dang. The drive by James. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of 4s like that on draft night.
James against Bosh. LeBron drives in. Count the bucket. James has got 4 points this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Dragic, the pass to Whiteside. All alone. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. 14 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big three were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference, played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for James. And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Green, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
You could see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Williams kicks the Fry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Stoudemire.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential. And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Goran Dragic.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
Something. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah,
perhaps.
But hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Green is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Whiteside in the center. Wade against Irving. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's Mozgov. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Gerald Green. And stolen by James. Ring shot on the way. Rebound by the Heat.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Dang can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 4. That is good. 25 points for LeBron.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Right side, no good. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Here's James. And Luol Deng pulls it down.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And it's Whiteside off the drive. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals, but he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love's checked in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And that one's good. 27 points for LeBron. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Smith again. It's Wade. Bosch dishes to Wade. And stolen by Love. Irving kicks to James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 29 points for LeBron. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose. They are just killing them on the interiors.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Love the pass to Irving. Shot from 12. Again, the Cavaliers score. 1:31 left in the fourth. Outside Dragic. Jacks up a three. Love grabs the board. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Luol Deng. Gets the first. That stretches their lead to 8.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Wade on the wing, covered by Smith. Wade double team. Then kicks to Bosh. And another basket for Miami.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And it's Dragic off the drive. And James pulls it down.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Irving can't get it to go.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And Thompson throws it down.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
Deng dishes to Dragic. To the middle. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. Sinks it.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Back to Irving. Shot from the top of the key. And that one drops. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed